Hey!
We have the brews of the day in the feature match area for the semifinals. Now is Jake playing Grixis Inquiry. So this is it's a Grixis mid-range deck, but he has...
Oh my god.
He has... there's an echo.
That's us.
He has Burning Inquiry.
Yes.
And many, many ways to punish you.
I love Burning Inquiry.
The not least of which is Orcish Bowmasters. He has Narset. He has Shieldred. Does not have Waste Not.
I think that's totally fine.
This is simply a deck that you see Waste Not in, and maybe Waste Not is maybe Waste Not is a trap.
Yeah, I think it might be. It's a meme.
Both brews, though. We've had this Abzan Cauldron Company deck on camera several times today. So this is Collected Company. This is Heliod, Walking Ballista, and Spike Feeder.
Yep.
He's got was it Ranger
Captain of Eos.
Ranger Captain. To go find the combo pieces. He's got Grist. He's playing Utopia Sprawl, not Mana Dorks, although he does have Delighted Halfling.
But 2 toughness is such a big difference.
Ragavan getting in the red zone here. Luke is going to fetch in response to this trigger, so he'll go down to 17. Let me get the life totals.
Yeah, we do like to see the life totals there. An unanswered Ragavan on turn 1 is pretty rough. And there goes the Ranger Captain of Eos. And we are going to yell at our players. Luke should know better.
I asked nicely.
Luke should know better. He has been playing on camera with us for
He just
quite
wants
some
to
time.
play Magic. Ragavan's going to get a treasure token. The Ranger Captain is going to go away. Back on Luke's turn, looks like a Beseiju.
Playing a Beseiju for a land for turn. Could have blown up that treasure token. Given him a land.
Yikes.
Don't do that. That's a bad choice.
Milk was a bad choice.
Milk.
Polluted Delta going to get cracked.
I'm going to milk this Polluted Delta. I'm going to milk it for a land.
Hunted Cod Hero says it's the most recent Fade-In brew straight from the YouTubes.
Oh.
Interesting. We've got 2 brews.
I do
Not
love
just 1, 2 brews.
If you gun to my head, you asked me if I wanted 1 or 2 brews, I'd say 2 every day.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll take the brews.
All the brews. Ragavan, turning sideways.
And a Bowmaster, just going to take care of that. Just going to put that token underneath the Ragavan. X ones have a hard time. X go and give it to you. Oh no, he doesn't. He just pings it. Holy crap! I forgot this card has a mode where it does damage to things.
Expressive Iteration in second main
Yeah,
phase.
did you know?
Looks like a Burning Inquiry and a couple of lands.
Burning Inquiry, my understanding, is one of the hallmark cards of this deck.
I believe Burning Inquiry is what holds it all together. Polluted Delta gonna get played now off of this Expressive Iteration. What's Jake got?
Not a land drop now. Already made it from exile. So are we gonna? He could Burning Inquiry, just kind of try to goozle his opponent's hand.
No, don't do that.
Don't. No.
We can get so much more value out of it.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this deck is playing Days Undoing. So Days Undoing is the card that you typically see alongside Narset in these sort of like control-ier style Burning Inquiry decks. Days Undoing, of course, it's a draw 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ends your turn.
Right,
but
which you don't care because your opponent no longer has cards in hand.
Yeah.
He must have something to play. This Steam Vids is coming into play untapped. That's going to take Jake down to 16. Is it a Bowmaster?
A Bowmaster.
A Bowmaster to answer the Bowmaster?
Yeah, we talked about this. Oh, it's just another Ragavan. We talked about this a little bit about how some cards are like the counter, like the answer to their own card.
Yeah.
This is it. Like
Bowmaster taking down another Bowmaster.
So we see Grist in hand there on
Fury
bottom.
taking down another Fury.
Yeah.
Grist, one of the cards that kind of just the glue that holds this deck together. You can get it off. You can get it off of the Ranger Captain.
Yep.
It comes down. It makes your board a lot wider. Mm-hmm. It's also removal in a pinch.
Sack outlet.
Here is Grist.
Yeah. And it sort of operates as its own game plan in the periphery.
It does, yes. The ultimate is very easy to achieve. It's just a -5, and it will kill your opponent.
Oftentimes, yes. We've seen Luke resolve that against Mill.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah.
Grist is just going to plus. We'll get an insect coming to land. Is going to go to the graveyard. Pass back over to Jake. Jake's going to untap. It's 2 mana for a Terminate to take care of this Bowmasters, and I got to imagine it's going to be a Burning Inquiry.
Is it time?
Both players going to draw 3 cards. Both players are going to discard 3 cards at random.
Yeah, getting rid of that Bowmaster, probably necessary before you burning.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that he doesn't have a way to punish his opponent for drawing 3 cards here.
You and I just played with this card.
We did, yes. Your Burning Inquiry was very good for me.
It was fine for me. I think I got rid of all 3 cards that I drew.
Looks like
Coco, Auriok Champion, and a Grist.
And Jake is just getting rid of a couple lands and another copy of Burning Inquiry. So, I mean, I don't know what else Luke has in his hands, but it certainly looks like he just discarded 3 bangers.
Yeah. I hope it's not just all
Auriok Champion, Coco, and Grist all going to the graveyard here.
Let's see.
And we'll just pass back over to Luke. Luke's going to untap and draw.
This definitely is playing like a control deck. The Grixis one, where it just has answers.
Sure. Grist's going to plus. That's going to put another Auriok Champion into the graveyard. Make a bug. Windswept Teeth is going to get sacrificed here.
Windswept Teeth. Just a lot of 1/1s over on... And no real targets.
Yeah, nobody play a Pyroclasm.
Yeah, Jesus. It's not a lot of pressure against this Grist, and the Grist just gets to keep on activating. Like, I don't know what Jake would have to deal with Grist, aside from, like, attacking. Does he has Fury in his deck, right?
I honestly have no idea.
I'm going to guess that he does, because he has red.
Here is an Agatha Soul Cauldron.
What's happening?
This is a card we have not seen out of this deck since
the first round.
Since round 2.
Round 2, yeah.
So we can at this point get a.
Oh, nope.
It looks like a Force of Negation is going to take care of this Agatha Soul Cauldron. So, Cauldron, you can tap it to exile a card from a graveyard.
Yeah.
If it's a creature, you put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control.
Yep.
Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them have the activated abilities of all cards exiled with Agatha Soul Cauldron.
Sure do. But Luke getting in with a bug, no fear.
Yeah, trade me. I dare you, monkey. 3 mana. It's a Narset.
Okay.
So, plussing Narset here for a Burning Inquiry
Would be excellent.
Would be okay.
Yeah.
So Luke would just get to draw a card and then have to discard 3.
Yeah. And he didn't get. He got an EI.
Doesn't look like he picked up the Burning Inquiry. He does have another copy of Expressive Iteration, however.
He can cast it. He has the treasure, but I don't know. Has he made his land drop for turn?
I don't believe so.
Okay. I think it's totally reasonable play. There's not a lot of pressure on Luke's side.
Yeah, getting to minus an Narset and then cast an Expressive Iteration,
Yeah,
you're
easy
going
ice.
7 cards deep.
I mean, why not?
That's a ton.
He's shaking his head, though. Jake is disappointed at what he sees there. That's what my parents look like when they talk to me. Just shaking their head, saying,
my
this
goodness.
guy. What did we do to
He'll
deserve
never
this?"
learn. It's greed.
What is he on? What is he on? Dredge again?
Greed.
My parents follow my Magic career closely, and they're disappointed at every turn.
You're such a liar.
Oh, my parents don't know what Magic is. That is also a lie. My parents do know what Magic is.
All right, Expressive
Another
Iteration is going
Terminate.
to get a Terminate exiled here. Put a card in hand. Something's going to go to the bottom. Terminate doesn't look like
Just
it's going
stay
to
in
get
exile.
cast.
Yeah. Oh, we got
Mortgage Bowmasters at the end of turn.
Would have been rough to resolve a
Burning Inquiry would have
Inquiry
been
there.
equally bad for both players.
Would have just taken. Well, it would have taken out Narset.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Everybody's going to get in the red zone.
You just
Narset down. Things do not look good for Grixis Inquiry.
Sort of disappointed. I was really hoping to. Oh, there goes a
Got a
Coco.
plus a Grist. Coco going to the graveyard. We've got 2 bugs now.
What are we
3
doing?
bugs.
And
Here's
it's
a Heliod and a Delighted Halfling. A tapped land, and Luke is now empty-handed.
He is hell bent.
Head back over to Jake here. Jake's going to untap and start things off with a Preordain. Looks like a Spell Pierce and a Ragavan off the top. Both those are going to go to the bottom. Fresh card coming to the hand.
We're leaning into the screen right now to kind of like try to see if we can get a better view of what's in his hand.
Looks like Scalding Tarn from Jake here. Pass back over to Luke.
Not the Pro Tour. Hard to get hand cams on these things. I wish.
Oh man, one day.
One day. Wizards, call us. We're available. Magic Dads, I'll travel. There's an Oriok champion. I know we're on the come up. I believe as the kids say, we're on the come up. Get at us, Maria. I know you're doing booking. Call me, girl.
Grist.
We'll do unhinged commentary for you.
Grist gonna plus. Another Grist going to the graveyard.
It is a bug! It's a bug!
We gonna do the thing
it's
again.
It's a bug!
It did the thing.
Oh, and that's game.
Heliod gonna go to the graveyard. Jake has seen enough. These players are gonna sideboard. We'll be right back with game 2.
Yeah. Hey!
All right. Are you ready for game 2 of the semifinals?
Semifinals?
Tell me about how Luke sideboarded.
Interestingly, he did some... So he brought in a Shieldred, and I think that's totally acceptable.
Yeah,
One
man,
copy.
when your opponent Burning Inquiries
Yeah.
you want to have a Shieldred in play.
2 copies of Endurance, 2 copies of Veil of Summer. And I think that's totally fine.
Okay. Yeah, Veil of Summer seems pretty good against everything that's going on the other side of the table, too.
Brought out all 3 copies of his Oriok Champions, a copy of Ranger Captain, and a copy of Haywire Might.
Okay.
That's it.
A little bit of trimming. Yeah, the Haywire Might not doing a ton here.
Yeah.
As far as Jake goes, we did a complete overhaul.
Ooh.
So all Spell Pierces, all Ragavans, and 1 Force of Negation came out. So that's 8 cards.
Interesting.
All Ragavans, all Spell Pierces, 1 Force of Negation.
Does he know that Luke is on Coco?
I do not know the answer to that question.
Okay.
If Jake was paying attention, he did see Coco there as it was milled by the
fair
Grist.
enough. Fair enough.
Coming in, we have 3 copies of Dauthi Voidwalker,
Like that, yep.
2 copies of Fury, a Hidetsugu Consumes All,
Ooh, I love that.
an Aether Gust, and a Flame of Anor.
Interesting. What did he bring out?
So, yeah, out was Spell Pierce, Ragavan, and Force of Negation. In was Dauthi Voidwalker, Fury, Hidetsugu Consumes All, Aether Gust, and Flame of Anor.
Okay, I got it. Is he on Snapcaster Mage?
He does have 1 copy of Snapcaster
So Flame
Mage
of
in his
Anor
deck.
gets the tricky thing.
You can do the thing.
Where you get
You did the
multiple
thing.
decks. Yeah. Dude, Snapcast this is the card that has made Snapcaster like amazing again, is Flame of Anor.
I don't know.
I think it's a great deck.
Questionable.
I don't know.
No. The statement about Flame of Anor making Snapcaster shiny is a questionable statement. You know what card makes Flame of Anor really good?
What?
Dreadhorde Arcanist.
Yeah, banned in this format, I believe.
No, it's banned
in Legacy.
Banned in Legacy.
Yeah.
It's legal in Modern.
Legal in Modern.
Don't do that though.
No.
It would be cool. It would be cool if you did, but don't. You don't need to.
Hang on. What if you mutagenic growth
Oh my god.
your Dreadhorde Arcanist,
Speaking my language.
and then you're able to flash it back on attack, get that Flame of Anor.
Just cast it twice.
Yeah, baby. Why not? One's going up, one's coming down.
Flame of Anor, the real Prismari command.
You're correct. Wait, does that have a counter mode?
No.
No, then it's not. I swear to God, every time I see Prismari command, I'm like, where's the counter mode on this?
I always say that the Make a Treasure mode should be Spell Pierce.
It should be Spell Pierce, yes.
Force Spike at the least.
Just whatever. Like, make it miscalc. I don't give a
It would
crap.
be so good.
It should, they just really, Ugh.
Both players on a mulligan of 6 here, it looks like, going to pick a card to go to the bottom.
Yeah.
It looks like Jake is missing something.
That's lands, my friend.
He does have 2 lands, I stand corrected.
Okay. Well, he's got a Bowmaster in hand.
Yeah, I saw Expressive Iteration Bowmaster, Preordained, 2 lands.
I think this is a totally reasonable keep.
Polluted Delta, there's a Steam Vents. Here is a Preordain.
Because he's going to EI turn 3, probably.
Well, his other land in hand is a Swamp.
Oh.
So he can't Expressive Iteration until he finds another blue or red mana.
Did not see that it was a swamp.
Yeah, his
You
other
need
land
red
is a
and
basic
blue
swamp.
mana.
You do, in fact, need red and blue.
It's so funny that Expressive
Stride
Iteration...
2 looks like a Watery Grave and a Burning Inquiry.
Okay, well, he can get to that red mana now.
Yeah, so this will set up a nice sequence here where he can He can pick up both of these cards, actually. Next turn, he can play his land and pass. He'll be able to flash in the Orcish Bowmasters. Provided Luke doesn't have any answers, he'll be able to untap and Burning Inquiry.
I love that. Yeah, that's a good.
That is what he came
fantastic.
here to do.
Yeah,
that's what he came here to do. It's gotten him this far.
The Burning Inquiry mode of lightning bolt your opponent is excellent. I want to see Jake go off. I want to see his deck do
I
the
didn't
thing.
see how he scried there, but
Top bottom.
We'll head back over to Jake
He did a top bottom.
after a delighted halfling from Luke.
Yeah, this AJ in the background there taunting Jake. Just points like...
Here is the swamp. Pass back over. So hopefully the sequence we've set up is the Bowmasters into untap Burning Inquiry. Delighted Halfling looks like it's going to make a mana. No, it's attacking.
Wow. Is it a 1-2? I thought it was an 0-2.
Delighted Halfling is a 1-2.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Luke, you fell for it.
Maybe Luke wanted this to happen.
Does Luke have a Bowmasters in hand?
If your opponent plans
see.
on Bowmaster Inquirying you...
I see.
Delighted Halfling is going to get blocked, so these creatures are going to trade. Windswept Heath is going to get cracked.
I want to be clear. I'm not as good at Magic as Luke. And yeah, if he had bottomed that card, fetched for it. Like, just pulled it off the bottom and slapped it into play.
Dude knows what he's
finesse, doing. The finesse.
Stefan in the booth gushing over
the finesse.
Luke's practical approach to this game that we love so much.
It's so good.
Here
and
is
now Bowmaster.
the Bowmaster. It's going to take care of the opposing Bowmaster.
I am absolutely impressed with this.
Certainly, I saw it preordained, maybe not. We thought we were going to preordain, but maybe we aren't going to preordain. Here is a Watery Grave. We'll just pass back over to Luke here.
Okay. Do we have another Bowmaster in hand, is the question. Are we just getting in there? Just getting in there. Hey, getting in there for 2. Yeah, unfortunately, the cards that are really good with Burning Inquiry are really good in general, and every deck plays them.
Every deck plays them, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, Jake can't really afford to unload a Burning Inquiry when he doesn't have a Bowmaster in play, or when he doesn't have a...
Right. It certainly does not look as impressive when your opponent isn't getting punished for drawing copious amounts of cards.
Here comes the eye.
Here is an expressive iteration. That's going to show, I think that was a preordain...
Swamp.
I believe it was
was an island.
Blood Crypt.
Oh.
And a Snapcaster Mage, I think, was that third card.
Snappy, baby.
Oh, it's an Ether Gust.
Oh, Ether Gust.
Yeah.
What are we taking? Kind of in the tank on this one.
Yeah, well, the Bowmaster dying to the Bowmaster really kind of set Jake back. He had this play all lined up, and now the wheels have come off.
Can I tell you something?
So.
I would have fallen for that trick too if I'm Jake.
Yeah.
I do that 100% of the time.
I think it's pretty easy to just take one from the Delighted Halfling there and not worry about it.
That's entirely true.
To be fair, though, even if he wouldn't have blocked like that, Luke still could have flashed in a Bowmaster to kill the Bowmaster with the Burning Inquiry on the stack. So.
There's another Bowmaster. Yeah, this is rough for Jake. His entire game plan now is basically turned off because what is he going to do? Burning Inquiry? Take 6.
The chains have come untethered. The wheels have come off.
Yeah. The horses have run free from the barn.
Here is 5 damage coming in. Jake down to just 9.
Heliod.
Here is 3 mana. What's it going to be?
It's a Heliod. Guarantee it. Threaten the combo.
Here is a Heliod and another land. Did you see what the other card in Luke's hand is?
What's it?
It's a Walking Ballista.
Yeah. He does need 1 extra mana. Or he needs a way to gain a life before he gives it.
So if you don't have Spike Feeder in play, it costs 7 mana. You have to have 4 to put into the Walking Ballista, and then 3 to give it lifelink.
It's 2 to give it lifelink. It's 1 and a white.
Okay, so 6 mana.
Yeah, and 1 has to be white. And he's if he has a land drop next turn, he has it.
Here is a Narset. Narset's gonna go digging.
It's got a bolt.
Lightning Bolt's gonna go to hand.
Don't know that it's good enough. can't. I mean, he can bolt one of the.
Well, if he holds on to this lightning bolt, he can bolt the ballista with the activation on the stack.
That being said, he's at 9 now, about to take 5.
Yeah, we're really getting it from both ends here.
Yeah, this is Luke's entire game plan though. It's like a death by 1,000 cuts, or you commit to dealing with the sword dealing the cuts to you, and you die. To
you just
combo.
Bleed out. Yeah. 5 damage.
3 at Narset.
Some amount of it's going in Narset. Maybe all of it.
I don't think we need to send all 5 at Jake, because all we need to do is take him to 5, or take him within lethal range.
Sure.
Yeah. I do think we have to deal with Narset.
He has double walking ballista in hand.
Oh my god. That's brutal.
Looks like Narset's gonna
Yeah.
go away.
Just
Here's 4 mana. It's like a ballista on 2.
pass the turn. Wait for him to bolt it. Next turn. Because Jake has to bolt this here. He has to get rid of it. And if he bolts it, he takes 2 from it, goes to 7, is lethal next turn because he'll take 5 from attacks, 2 from the ballista. It doesn't have to combo. Just does it.
Looks like Bolt's going to take care of one of the Bowmasters.
A mistake. You got to deal with that ballista, man. It's lethal next turn. Does he know this?
Once again, he's really getting it from multiple angles.
It's true.
Perhaps his line is to set up something where he can come out ahead with like a burning inquiry or something like that.
I suppose. Yeah, he's shaking his head there.
Yeah, this is a lot to process. Here's a fatal push for the walking ballista.
Yeah, he's going to deal 2 to him, take him to 7.
Okay, he's fighting the good fight.
Yeah, if Luke rips a land, though, it's game over. He's counting his money.
Counting
counting that cash.
Counting up a pile of cash.
Quiche.
You're just waving cash at somebody?
Oh my god. It's all come off the rails. Luke waving cash at people, killing folks with walking ballistas. Jake in a rough spot.
Yep, Jake in the tank here.
How could he? It's like if he has a Bowmaster, he can deal with the Bowmaster, and then he can deal with the board.
Gonna start with
an inquiry. If he can Bowmaster inquiry, he can deal with the rest of the board.
Fury.
Fury is also
He has
good.
a Fury on top of his deck.
Fury is fantastic. I don't know that it's enough. Because he can put it...
Does he have another red card in hand?
He has, yeah. Those are... One of those is a bolt. Oh, okay, he doesn't get both.
Both going to the top. He'll draw a card.
Oh, he should have gone to 5. They kicked it back up. Or no, it's 6, yeah. 6, 5. So
Fury is going to get evoked. So that will take care of the Bowmaster and the token.
Nope. He needs that. If he had gotten rid of that, he wouldn't. And all Luke needs now is a land.
He needs 6 mana. This is only 5.
No, yeah. So if he draws a land, he can do it.
Interesting. Well, yeah, I mean, he was also dead to the army token.
It's true. Yeah. So just attacking for 1.
Delighted Halfling, gonna get in the red zone. Was that a pump fake there on the lands?
Yeah,
Here
1 off that.
is 3 mana for a...
Gonna get another walking ballista.
I think he only has 2 in his deck, and one of them's in his hand, the other one is in his graveyard.
Oh, so he's gonna get
I don't think he has another.
Haywire Might.
Yeah.
Haywire Might is a 1 mana ability to put counters on the ballista if he has the Heliod in play.
Oh, that's true. You can sack it to gain life. Well, you have to have a target, I suppose.
Oh, it's just a yeah, it's 6 mana. So now he has the mana to do it. Next turn it's game over.
Flame of Anor here, gonna draw a
2
couple of
cards.
extra cards. So he's got the bolt. The bolt that he left on top of his deck from the preordain. I see a Watery Grave in hand, not sure what the 3rd card is.
If Luke gets to untap, he can sack the Ranger Captain.
Oh, to silence him. Yeah. Brutal.
Yeah, Jake's got to do it now, or he doesn't have the opportunity to do it. I'm watching all of these lines run through Luke's mind. I can see it.
Yeah, it feels like an inevitability at this point.
Yeah. Because, like, if he draws a Spike Feeder, that's
Bolt
it.
is going to take care of this Ranger Captain, and we will untap and go to Jake's turn.
A
Jake's
Fury would
gonna
do a lot here.
Draw. Play that Watery Grave that we know about. What are the other 2 cards in hand?
Luke's just got that Ballista in hand, and Jake doesn't know it.
What are the chances that he has the other combo piece in hand? Here is 2 mana. It's a dress down. Is this an upkeep dress down?
That's not a dress down.
Or sorry, an Aether Gust.
On upkeep?
The other card in Jake's hand is a dress down.
Oh, okay. That's pretty fantastic, actually.
Yeah.
Notably, it doesn't remove the ability of Heliod.
Delighted Halfling going to the bottom. Yes, because Heliod is not a creature right now.
Yup. Oh, there's the land.
There's the land. We're going to go to 10. Fetch up a land out of the deck.
Yeah, this is going to be it.
No, because if he puts the Walking Ballista on the
stack
stack and he flashes in Dress Down, the Walking Ballista dies when it enters the battlefield.
It shouldn't die. It should come in with those counters.
It does not come in with the counters.
Doesn't it?
No, because it loses all abilities.
Oh, they changed that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It loses all abilities, so the part that says Walking Ballista enters with X counters does not exist anymore. So the Walking Ballista enters as a 0/0 and dies.
It's because Humility does the same thing, where it's like it doesn't matter how much mana you spent on it, enters as a 1/1, no counters. Okay,
Here's 4 mana.
are we doing it?
It's a Walking Ballista. Here's a Dress Down. Walking Ballista dies.
Attack for 1.
Attack for 1. Fighting the good fight. Oh man, we've got a game.
Here we go.
Wow, he really fought through that.
Yeah.
That was beautifully navigated.
He's got
Here's his
one
Fire
card
Breath
in
Canal.
hand.
It's going to come into play tapped. Is this Delighted Halfling going to go the distance? The last card in hand
entirely
is
possible.
Last card in hand is also a land.
Just wait. He's gonna start giving it lifelink.
Jake down to 4.
He can start cracking these Horizon Canopies.
Yeah, the Horizon Canopies are going to draw cards. Here's 3 mana.
Oh no, he's using it.
It's a Spike
Infinite
Feeder.
Life.
Okay,
That's
so we have
life.
Infinite Life now. The Burning Inquiry deck, I think, can beat it though by decking him. Mm-hmm. He's got the Burning Inquiries and the Days Undoings and stuff. He could potentially make him run through a bunch of his life. Flame of Anor.
He's gonna gain infinite life now. Is that
Shieldred the Apocalypse?
Yep, doesn't matter though.
Gonna cast a Shieldred.
This is, I don't know that it's going to be good enough. Just, he's got a person
Yes.
diddling his life total.
Is that AJ coming in?
Yeah.
Coming in clutch.
Just diddling.
Going infinite.
Oh my gosh.
Another land here from Luke.
99. So now he has infinite life.
-2.
-2. Yeah, he's just gonna gain it all back. He's attacking with the. Oh, is that game? Okay.
Yeah, because he can attack with the
make it infinitely large
and make it huge.
Yep.
Yeah, with the Spike Feeder's ability. So that was a really, really good game. The way that that Jake navigated that.
Yes, I know guac is extra. Luke waving the cash. Luke is the kind of man to get the guac. That is true. You know Luke, he's about the guac life.
That's amazing. All right, so Luke with Abzan Cauldron Company is going to advance to the finals, which will start in just a little bit. We'll be right back.
Be right back. Love you.